afternoon, still coming to you from Northern California. I'm reviewing a piece of kit that I've really enjoyed for a few years now, so I wanted to give kind of an in-depth retroactive review. This is the 12-ounce KeepCup Brew, which is the glass version of the KeepCup. I actually owned the 8-ounce plastic KeepCup and really didn't like it, and have really loved this glass KeepCup. So I'll show you a few things about it. Okay, so we'll start with the bottom of the cup. So this is a borosilicate glass, which is really sturdy. I dropped this on asphalt. Let me see if I can find this. Ah, there you go. Okay, you can see where it's chipped. I slammed this down on the asphalt one day when I was coming home from work, and surprisingly, the glass didn't shatter. It just, wow, I don't know why this is suddenly so blurry. There we go. It just chipped on the bottom, and I have actually used it for 2.5 more years after that happened, and it was still fine. You'll notice here that I think the embossing is in a different place than if you were to purchase it now. They've now started placing it on the bottom. It's just much prettier. But you'll notice that there's a little bit, oh gosh, if I can get this to go. There's a little bit of bubbling on the logo now that it's been 3 years, and I've microwaved this thing. I've put it through the dishwasher a million times, so totally understandable. It's starting to bear a little bit of wear and tear. But this thing has really stood up over the years. You'll see the silicone band around it, totally fine. And what I'll do to deep clean it is remove the silicone band, and you'll often notice a little bit of calcification underneath. Nothing that a toothbrush or a sponge with a little bit of abrasive on it, like a baking soda, isn't gonna fix. I have plenty of stainless steel insulated pints and thermoses, but I really love this one for tea. And I don't know, just anything I'm gonna sip, because it feels really good to sip out of this glass. The lip is really soft and smooth against your mouth, so I really enjoy that. And then here's the lid. So the lid is where I had problems at first. I believe one of the earlier batches of the KeepCup Brew lid, which has this kind of bonded plastic here, so there's a little kind of a softer plastic, and then there's the harder colored part. They had issues with an initial batch, and it kind of split off, but I emailed them and they were really prompt to send me a replacement. I think I've replaced this an additional 1 time, and that time I think it was because of odor retention or something like that, but I went to their distribution center in Los Angeles and spoke with someone there, and they were so and so kind. I really loved seeing all the different KeepCups there. It was so fun. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to remove the plug for cleaning. This is one of the things that I really love about this. Anything reusable needs to be easy to clean, otherwise it's not going to have longevity. So it's so easy to remove the plug. You'll notice I obviously use this. It's got tea stains all over it, but that's nothing that, again, baking soda and a little scrubber isn't going to help with. I've been able to almost completely remove those. The staining does tend to stay a little bit more on this tan ring here, but I don't see that as a big deal because it doesn't come in direct contact with any drinking surface here. So no problems there. And you'll see also there's some staining around the edge. So this is not very pretty, but again, doesn't come in contact with the area that you're drinking from if you're putting this lid on. It's so easy to just put this plug back in, so it retains here while you're drinking it. This area in the middle here is dipped down to give you a little bit of better nose clearance. And then this, so original models of this cup had kind of just a little slit here. This you can actually stick a straw into, and I don't have it with me at the moment, but I have a tiny glass straw that I also got from Simply Straws that fits perfectly into this and works great with the KeepCup. So I really love this little cup. It's been my companion for 3 years now. I really enjoy using it. Bear in mind it isn't leak proof, so were I to tip this to the side, it would probably leak a little bit. But as I always say, the trade-off of not leak proof is easier to clean, because anything that's not leak proof is going to be missing a leak proof gasket, which means that you don't have to worry about removing something that might be a little bit challenging to clean. So I think this is a great little option. So this is the 12 ounce. I think this is the perfect size for me, especially for tea. a lot of tea canisters, my pitcher, for example, is going to be about an 8-ounce capacity. So this gives me a little bit of wiggle room, so I'm not worried about spilling over. It's really nice for coffees if I'm going out. Fits perfectly into a car cup holder. And one of the complaints that people have about this particular product is that it loses heat quickly. I find that to be a bonus because sometimes I'll put very hot tea in here and it'll cool down to a nice drinkable temperature pretty nicely quickly. But if you are worried about that, they actually have a new model called the Long Play, which involves a Triton booster. So it adds a double wall layer to the outside, and it has a different band that allows you to kind of get those to be stuck together. I'm not intending to get one of those. As far as size goes, there's an 8-ounce one, 8-ounce KeepCup Brew, there's this 12-ounce, and then there's a 16-ounce, which is larger. And the 16-ounce and the 12-ounce come in the Long Play. Yeah, so here's the KeepCup Brew. Comes in many colors, and you can customize them, and I think this thing is really awesome.